Yo, man, what's good? My name is Anthony. I am with Davis Creative PM, and if you're a video production company and your projects are always running late, and it just seems chaotic, you're getting multiple feedbacks left and right, or you just find yourself doing multiple redos on videos, then it's probably one of these three reasons why. And the first reason is because there's no set timeline task. Like, you have nothing to track, and that's because what you should have done was establish the timeline at the beginning. So I always have a client fill out a intake form so I know when the project is due. Then during the kickoff and planning, now I prep myself, or even if I don't have anything, all I know is the project due date. All right, cool. We can discuss when certain things are due, and that's really based on experience. If you've been doing it long enough, you know how long it should take for you to do, a few things, especially when it comes to pre-production, post-production, production, how long this shoot's supposed to take, what's required, if you need to be there an hour early to set up, all this stuff, but you need to have this track. So prime example is just super basic. I just set this up real quick just for the video, but you got, the brainstorm you got milestone, due date, owner, and the status. That's it. What needs to be accomplished in order for this project to move forward. Brainstorm concept, define purpose and target audience. This stuff that should be set at the beginning. Research similar videos, inspiration, then write a rough outline, who's responsible for this, when is this due by. So yeah, all this stuff, like everything that you do, you can track it, and it seems simple because you just do it, but once you go ahead and track it and you've done it multiple times, that you know how long it should take, your client will also feel comfortable with that, because not only are you tracking your items, but you're able to communicate that even visually, or if they don't see it, at least you have a reference. So step number one, make sure you have a tracker. It don't have to be Notion. It can be Excel, Word document, whatever you want to use, but make sure you're tracking it so that the timeline isn't that's not delayed, and what's expected, especially before the shoot. You don't want to go into the shoot and you're still not, things still aren't complete, and now you have to just kind of run and gun, and that doesn't feel good. As you can see, there's a get feedback on concepts on here. Just feedback period for videos can be chaotic, especially if you don't have one person give you feedback. You have like 10 people and you're getting it from text messages, emails, social media, Notion, whatever. I would suggest just establishing, hey, we need one person from your team to submit feedback via email, on YouTube if you're doing drafts on YouTube, or wherever you have drafts at, and that's it. Too many hands in the pot can lead to trouble, can lead to confusion, especially if they don't talk to amongst each other, because that's another issue that you don't think about until you come across it, that the clients might not like each other and they're on the same team. So make sure you have that established. Last but not least, I've gone through this. I'm sure you all gone through this. You want to establish what's the final deliverables, because if you don't, and you don't do this early, it's this thing called project scope, and that's where you have expectations of the project, and then they change it. All of a sudden they say, hey, we also thought that we were going to get social media videos for this, aspect ratios. No, you didn't say. All you said was YouTube. All you said was website. And they're like, okay, well, can we get that? I mean, sure, but it's going to cost you. A lot of times they will either say, yeah, we'll go ahead and pay the extra, or you know what, it's not that important. And that's it. But if you don't have anything written down, and when I say written down, I mean from them, that's why I have them fill out the discovery form. They can kind of get away with it, especially if you let them, and nobody's really establishing, the final deliverable. Even when it comes to video editing, I'll always say, hey, you get 2 revisions for a video edit, and then anything else after that, I charge for the time to re-edit those videos, and that's it. Hey, definitely feel free to reach out if you feel like you want a more standardized process. I can do an audit, help you, help identify what might be the choke points when it comes to your video production process. Yeah, just reach out at dcpm@boldpromomedia.com, and we'll go ahead and schedule a call and get it going, because these 3 mistakes can definitely make or break a project. Peace.